This is what we call earthing, Vortex. This is where you walk around barefoot outside. And when you do this, supposedly, that's the best part, when you embark upon a puddle, supposedly, fuck that speed bump. We'll walk over it, but we won't drive over it. Supposedly this is really good for your energy and your chakras and more new age bullshit like that. It makes sense though. It's really good if you do it in the woods. So let's see here. Let's just do it over there in the grass. It does feel good though, walking around in the grass. You're supposed to do this for like 30 minutes every day. I'm just gonna walk around in a circle. Vortex, I was yelling at the sky earlier. I was yelling at the sky because I was so mad. That's typically why you yell. It's not because you're happy. Though, you know, I've definitely yelled when I'm happy, though. I'm probably one of the few that does that. But I was not yelling at God, if you must know. It wasn't because of God. A lot of people are mad at God right now. That's silly. This world is bad. I'm sorry you didn't know that until now. And I feel like people, they really underestimate like what they're capable of as people. But Jesus wanted to stress to us that we can all be gods. If we believe in the power of God, His power will resonate through us. And we can accomplish things that we never even thought were possible, all because of Him, because He gives us the strength so that we glorify His name. It really is quite a beautiful thing. But a lot of people, they just, I don't know. I don't want to say that they're not spiritual at all. But I think that they rely way too heavily on the material world. And because they put a lot of their energy into that, they are quite disheartened whenever the material world does what the material world does best and, screws them over. But it's been screwing us over in ways that they weren't aware of until now, until it seems like it's too late. But that ain't God's fault. Maybe it's your fault because you haven't paid any attention to that until it was most convenient for you to look up. I pity all these people that are so heavily immersed in the technology that they just can't see that there's life outside of that, But I don't want to be, trying to think of another adjective that I could use. Pessimistic Pamela, I like that one. I want to be a pessimistic Pamela. I'm not pessimistic when it comes to God. I'm pessimistic when it comes to the world. I'm pessimistic when it comes to human beings. And I think that people are, like, I don't want to say we're hopeless, because that's never true. There's always hope for people. But they'd have to believe in hope, though, and they'd have to believe in themselves. And it would help them greatly if they believed in a power greater than themselves. And if they really actually believed that, and it wasn't just something that they said, but it was something they believed, and it, their actions showcase that belief. Doing what is good, doing what is right, living in truth, that truth being love, because love is all truth. I don't think that people understand that, or they purposely misinterpret the word love, or they purposely misinterpret the word truth, or maybe not purposely, maybe they have no idea that they're doing this, but it's just something that we should think about. I think in order to tell the truth, in order to truly love something, you do have to make some sort of sacrifice. And maybe that sacrifice is your comfort. Maybe that sacrifice is, fitting in. And maybe that sacrifice is your approval rating. But, I've been willing to make that sacrifice. I mean, why do you think I beat my little luddite drum, I'm so glad I still have a flip phone. I've never, ever, ever, not one time regretted not upgrading my phone. There hasn't been a single time where I've been like, man, that would be really cool to have all these apps. It's all designed to weaken you. And I will admit I'm not strong in other regards. But at least I still don't know how to use a smartphone, like that. That's pretty cool. I'm a zygote when it comes to smartphone technology. I still have to have people help me. If I'm trying to look something up on somebody else's phone, they always have to do it for me because I still don't know how to do it, because I've purposely not learned that information because I don't want to learn it. It's like, say you're purposely not speaking somebody else's language. I mean, I really don't speak their language, though. This technocratic, materialistic, communist language. I don't get it. And I don't want to learn it. I don't want to be well versed in that subject. But, people look at me and they'd say that I'm a crazy person for that. That's fine. You go ahead and keep calling me crazy, and I'm still not gonna give a fuck. I'm still gonna laugh at you while I sit atop this billboard with my legs dangling down, watching everybody else self-destruct and whine about it at the same time. It's just very, very funny to me. I'm a lot like Arthur Fleck, only I'm actually funny. And it's weird because I'm female, and females typically aren't very funny because they play the victim too much. But I think I'm pretty good at being funny because I'm used to being an outcast, and anybody that's used to being an outcast... Ooh, another puddle! That's good, I can wash the grass off. Anybody that's used to being an outcast is probably going to be pretty amusing. You know? No, you don't know. You don't know. Ooh, a big one. Ooh, that's too dark for me. That's what she said. Well, she was a racist. This hypothetical she. I'm surprised they haven't said that. I'll wait for them to make that racist. The hypothetical she. And every that's what she said joke is a racist. And we need to stop saying that, or else.